Welcome to another California Guy video with your boy California Guy. What's up, everybody, and welcome to this all new video. This video is a response to a new possibilities video about ADOS. Now, as of late, I've been listening to a lot of new possibilities videos, especially the ADOS videos. He's a good brother, by the way, too, before I get started. Y'all go check out new possibilities video, his videos. He does really good videos if you're into black politics and you guys want some good black feedback and some good black content, and this is the new black media, I suggest you guys check out New Possibilities. He has very good videos. But this video is a response to New Possibilities video that I disagree with. I disagree with this video that he's done. It's been against the ADOS. Now, I listened to New Possibilities videos, and he was claiming that he doesn't care for the ADOS, which is his prerogative. But he was saying stuff about how African immigrants or Africans helped African Americans to achieve freedom in the United States. And by no means with my videos, I am not trashing Africans at all, the African immigrants. I love African immigrants and Caribbean blacks. So it's no disrespect to them or even new possibilities because we're all black people. But my thing is this: ADOS, descendants of African American slaves, which I support, was started because for years and decades, African Americans have received nothing from the United States government. We're the most ignored group and ethnic group within the United States. You guys are probably familiar with ADOS, so I'm not going to get too much into it. So this is just a response to New Possibilities. But he was talking about the historical facts about Marcus Garvey, and he was mentioning different figures that were foreigners. But in reality, that New Possibilities didn't mention in his videos, he slighted African Americans in his video. He was saying that it's like, he wanted us to celebrate Pan Africanism when Pan Africanism has not helped out ADOS or descendants of slaves in the United States. Now, descendants of slaves, how do you categorize that? Well, basically, when slavery ended, a lot of blacks was owed properties. And you guys could know through history. And we were owed money and federal protections, and the United States government refused to protect us African Americans from hostile parties and white supremacist groups within the United States. Now, New Possibilities have laid this argument on that, and he's right, and I'm not saying he's wrong either. You've had African immigrants that came over to the United States and helped blacks in some cases. So I would never say that. But you had people like Frederick Douglass, a ADOS elder statesman, who has spoken up again for black rights and blacks to assimilate within the United States. Over the years, and New Possibilities failed to say this, African immigrants have thrown African Americans under the bus. A lot of immigrants have came over here to the United States, and he didn't speak out against the African immigrants at all. He spoke out against ADOS because he doesn't like Yvette Cornell. So New Possibilities is taking this position because he doesn't, and I'm not a Yvette Cornell fan either, but I like the movement that she's pushing in tone. I do like the movement because I feel, and I'm ADOS, so I'm a descendant of slaves on both my family sides. So, and my family has had properties that was taken by 3, 4 generations back. So, I feel that black people who descended from the South and who came descended from the slave ships with the United States should get what's coming to them. They should get reparations. They should get monies. They should be able to be in the political system. And we're trying to merge our agendas with Africans. And then New Possibilities says, well, in this video that you had a lot of African immigrants. I wish that New Possibilities could show us some examples of African immigrants who have really stepped up to the plate for African Americans. They haven't done that. They got their own communities. New Possibilities didn't mention that in his video. He didn't mention that, there was that these immigrants have thousands of dollars and millions of dollars, African immigrants in your communities, and you've yet to hire a African American. And I'm asking New Possibilities directly: how many African communities across the United States, Ethiopian, Caribbean, have they hired in our communities African Americans? And I wanted to hear those kind of things. Instead, he was mentioning about some random Africans that did stuff in history. I could mention a bunch of African Americans who has fought for rights, mainly Frederick Douglass. He's one of them. Of Nat Turner, I could mention a whole bunch of those, of individuals who's fought for black rights. But he selected a couple of African pioneers that did some good things, but he yet failed to mention that it was African Americans who got beat up. It was African Americans who was hung. It was African Americans who got lynched. Why were they lynched fighting for African American rights while other groups come to this country and then take our credit, take our the stuff that we've done? The ADOS people, ADOS descendants of slaves, have done so many different things for the United States. We've fought in every single war since the United States was created. We have gotten nothing. You have had black revolutionary soldiers who received no money. You had black Civil War soldiers, African American descendants, that received nothing. But New Possibilities will have you believe that this ADOS thing is a ridiculous thing. And I'm going to tell New Possibilities this: you need to tell this to the slaves. Tell this to the slaves. Tell it to the ancestors who died for this country and who bled for this country, who got nothing. Tell that to them. I know, for me, I can speak for myself. I am the grandson, great-grandson, and descendant of these slaves who received nothing at all. And you're saying that the ADOS is a ridiculous movement because of Yvette Carnell, and she has the right movement. And I agree. Yvette Carnell, I don't like a lot of stuff that she does, but this is the right movement, and blacks in America who is descendants of slaves should receive more. Ask the question, New Possibilities: why did Oprah's school go for black girls in Africa? She cared nothing about African American girls that's in Detroit, black poor girls in Mississippi. They got ignored for black girls in Africa. And African individuals do not promote nothing that's African American. So I'm trying to figure out, all you black people and you, African Americans and African immigrants, why are you so mad at the ADOS movement? And then you say, well, it's separate. It's not going to unite. No, this is going to unite because black people for a change is going to get what's coming. They're going to get monies. They're going to be in the political arena. We're going to have more that pertain to us. And it's about us. And I'm sorry for African immigrants. You guys have not supported African Americans in a long time. New Possibilities. Remember back, you're old enough to remember this. Remember in the early 90s when we had our new revolution? Remember the black revolution of the early 1990s? Remember how we were treated? Remember when Africans was telling us that we didn't know the continents because we were wearing medallions and African shirts? Do you remember that, New Possibilities? Before you start putting down ADOS members, remember in the early 90s, you had Africans making fun of blacks trying to assimilate into African roots. Pan-African people have made fun of African Americans, said we were cotton pickers. They made fun of ADOS members. So before you do streams and before you start even speaking against Africans and trying to convince us that it was all these other African pioneers, tell that to the ancestors. Tell that to the African Americans who died in this country for the American flag. Tell this to Frederick Douglass, a man who believed in American values. Tell this to W.E. Du Bois, even Booker T. Washington. Tell this to Martin Luther King, all these ADOS members, before you start saying all this stuff about these black pioneers, because I can name a bunch of black pioneers to the black pioneers that you mentioned. You mentioned a few, but I know even more black pioneers and ADOS members who fought for this country, for the rights of African immigrants and other immigrants abroad. So I'm going to leave it off there, you people. Like and share this video. Peace out.